Hello everyone, Lil B back again with another episode of Pokemon Red, and last time we were battling all the trainers down the bicycle path leading to Fuchsia, and we're going to continue. So, let's come down this side of this river, or whatever, and battle this guy. I need a little exercise! Is that why you're on your bike? You don't need exercise from me. Just get on your bike, cue ball. Cue ball. Oh, look at that Minky. Yeah, your fighting type are no match for my Mew. The only Pokemon in my party with no nickname. It's kind of unoriginal there. I really honestly didn't know what to name him. Could have probably named him after my shiny Mewtwo that I have. I think I named him Disaster if I remember correctly. I would have to go look in my Omega Ruby game that he is on. Goodbye, Cue-Ball. You are dead. Yeah, we are almost there at Fuchsia, so... Phew! Good work, cat! Is that what you say every time you go to the gym, bud? Nice bike! How's it handle? Oh, you know, like a champ. It's not as good as your bike. You got an actual motorcycle you can kick. And a Weezing with a bad life. No PP. No PowerPoints. You and your not even level 30 Weezing. Get out of here. Hey, look at that. Mew's health is his, Pokedex number. That's funny. Indeed, Mew is 151 of 151. Get out of here, you disgusting pile of spunk. I was gonna say cum, but that'd be gross, because that's what he is. Just spell his name backwards. Shoot! Is that all you gotta say? Look at those flowers. They're just dancing in the wind. I always found those to not really be flowers, but then, like, as you get older, you're like, oh, those are flowers. As a kid, I never really thought about it. Oh, hello. Down there is Fuchsia. Get lost, kid. I'm pushed. You're tired? You're tired from what? A hill that automatically makes you go downward? Or the fact that you don't have pedals? That you constantly have to freaking pedal every now and then to gain more momentum and speed. Like my character does. Or the fact that you got a bunch of poison-type Pokemon who constantly make you cough and wheeze. Oh god, did I just make a joke? Get out of here, you freaking three-headed monstrosity. I was gonna say 3 balls, but that just is wrong. To anyone who has 3 balls, that is. And even then, only two of them are heads. I don't even know what that third thing in the back is. Could be just another head that doesn't have a face. I always wondered why coughing goes from a poison moon-looking thing with craters to a 2-headed deformed creature with a ball tail. Or whatever that is. I mean, just look at it. what even? And the second head doesn't even look like it is connected to like one of those like branches that split off at the end. It just looks like he's connected to his head himself. So that's not how Weezing looks. When you actually got a better model or sprite or even a 3D model to look at. Are you satisfied? Is that what you say when you're done in bed? So now we come up the other side and we battle the remaining trainers along this route. Be a rebel! Okay. What am I rebelling against? Keyball wants to fight. Oh no, it's a Primeape. It's a very fuzzy monkey with big feet. And he's proud. He's very angry for some reason. Looks like he's been spanked too many times. So now he's getting shocked. It's an electrifying turn of event. Here we go with the yawning. You may not notice it, but I'm trying, I'm doing like the yawn in your mouth kind of thing where you just don't want to like open your mouth wide and yawn. So where you're just like yawning in your throat. That's what I'm doing. I may be in trouble if I weren't a psychic type. Oh yeah. Arrgh! What are you, a pirate now? And what the heck are you stepping on? Are you like stepping on your whip? That somehow majestically like goes up? Or is it like a UV shaped whip that you stand on? Is that how you beat your bicyclists? Is that why the guy down there is tired? He's bushed? Tired of getting butt whipped? My Pokemon won't evolve! Why? Well, let's see what Pokemon it is, my good friend, and I'll tell you. Oh, well, it's because you don't love them enough. You don't love your Machoke enough. You don't JO together. The guy's very stressed. You just need a friend. Connected by your love cable. Friend connected by a love cable. Can you imagine? Why you? No, but seriously, you don't love your Machoke enough. You don't have a friend connected by the love cable. Let Voltorb electrify you. Well, thank you for telling me what your weak Pokemon are. You damn Pokeball with eyes. You damn haunter trapped inside of a Pokeball. This ain't the Electric Tales of Pikachu. For anyone who doesn't know, that was like a little like segment in the Electric Tales of Pikachu manga where there was a gigantic haunter wrecking havoc, so they designed a gigantic Pokeball to capture it. And I mean, this thing was gigantic. It wasn't, you're like, even a full-grown human can't hold it, let alone a child. Thing needed, like, would need probably, like, a crane to toss it. And just by that, I would not... And that Haunter... He wasn't depicted to be scary or anything, it's just he was huge. And he was, like, in a terrifying, let me get the fuck out of here pose. Otherwise, I may say it could be scary. But yeah, like... There's no way in hell you would have been able to use that Pokeball. Even if you did catch it, you would have to just like crane it everywhere with you. Alright, so we're here at Fuchsia. For good. Like, all the trainers on the side routes are complete. I'm looking for a Slowbro. Want to trade one for my... No. And that's how you get certain Pokemon, my friends. One's like, you need... Like, either it's a Clefairy... or an Abra for Mr. Mime. Slowbro for a Lickitung. Something, I forgot what it was for a Jinx. I think it was, there's was it Poliwhirl for a Jinx? Because I know Poliwhirl was one of the traded ones. So I'd always end up catching 2 of those kind of Pokemon, like 2 Clefairies or 2 Abras, 2 Slowpokes, and evolve them both, keep one and trade, and that's how I would that's how you got them all in these generations. In some of these generations, you would literally have to trade because there's no other way. Unless you play. This is before Gold and Silver too, so like you can always play Gold and Silver or Crystal now if you want to complete the Pokedex in Red and Blue. Capture Jinx or stuff like that in later parts of the game and trade them back, because you know, yeah, you can do that as long as they have no Gen 2 moves. So here's we're not quite in the town yet. The town's a little over here. You'll notice when we're in it. Like we're in it now. The music changed. But, like, this is still, like, I guess, a route? I don't really know what route. I forgot what route this was. This is my turf! Get out of here! But these are, like, this is still, like, considered a route next to Fuchsia. Even though we exited the little, I don't even know what that is. The little hut. Speedo! So, the Safari Zone, which we're going to have to enter, it's probably going to take up at least 1 or 2 episodes, because I'm going to be doing some catching, and I'm probably going to go after a Dratini, because I want a Dragonite. I don't know if I'll end up getting Dragonite, but I really want one. I would love one on my team. Get out of here, you bird trainer. But yes, I'm going to try to do my best to capture as much of the Pokemon in the Safari Zone, because there's quite a few, and there's also those, like, rare types that are located in the Safari Zone, like Scyther, and Pinsir, and Tauros, Kangaskhan, Chansey, Tangela. All those were very rare in this generation. If you grew up playing like Gen 5 and onward, you're gonna be like, "Oh, those aren't rare." Yeah, they were. They were very, very rare in this game. I mean, of course, this is the game they were first introduced. But playing it later generations, they just made them so easy to get that it's just like, oh, I remember wasting several hours of my time trying to get you. I always check every grassy area for nitpicking me. That's what I do, buddy. That's how you become a Pokemon Master, my friend. You check every area thoroughly. That's why I have a guidebook for all my games, is so I can check what Pokemon are there and then waste about an hour trying to get them all. And if I fail, I'll come back. And that's what I loved about Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphires, because I had that Pokenav, or whatever it was called, that had a little map and it had silhouettes of every Pokemon, and after you capture it, it'll tell you that you completed it. Or the thing in black and white, where it had that little card or whatever that showed every route, and it had the pictures of the Pokemon on it, or whatever that, and then it had like a little thing to show you that you caught all the Pokemon there. I really liked those. Like, I thought that was neat. Shouldn't use out moves. I mean, I understand X and Y weren't nowhere near that big of a game compared to Black and White and Ruby and Sapphire. But I didn't really actually use the guide I have for Black and White. It's more of one of those pocket guidebooks. I don't really want to call it a guide, because it's not one of those big ass guidebooks. It's more like those pocket guidebooks that also have the walkthrough in it. I used that for the Pokemon, but I also got it because it has information on the Pokemon for the Black and White, or X and Y, I mean, like the moves, like, you know, stuff like that you would normally have in a Pokedex. Because what I have for my Heart Gold, Soul Silver, it's Diamond and Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver Pokedex, and I also have one for Black and White. And now X and Y, which isn't really the same thing. The one for X and Y is more of a guidebook. It also has Pokedex in it, but what I'm trying to say is, I used that for like, I use the pocket Pokedex for like natures and you know, if I'm trying to capture a certain shiny Pokemon like through Gen 4's Poke Radar, I'll look in there and see where the Pokemon are located in the Platinum version and catch them. Or I'll look at the thing for the natures, be like, okay, this nature corresponds to whatever this is, and I'll breed a Pokemon till I get that nature. Stuff like that. That's what I use that for. But yeah, the X and Y one is basically in the same format, but it also had a walkthrough in it. It's very convenient because it literally is pocket-sized. I don't know about the X and Y one. It's a hard-covered one, and it's a little bigger book. But the Heart Gold, Soul Silver one, Diamond Pearl Platinum one is literally pocket-sized. Awesome, awesome. I love those. I love that better than an actual big guidebook that you would have to like store under like a bed or something. So I'm gonna see what's around in here. Probably just nothing. Usually, birds. Just birds. Alright. Yes, this is Fuchsia. We were here already. Alright. If I do get Dragonite, I can probably get rid of Flappy. It's a shame because I really like Pidgeot. Like, I grew up with Pidgeot, and he was just like, of course he's one of the first, like, beginning Pokemon you get, along with Rattata, but Raticate never stuck with me. It was always Pidgeot that always just like, oh my god, he looks majestic as fuck. And that's when he became one of the permanent members of my team from every generation onward. And sadly, he didn't live long enough in my, our Golden Nuzlocke. Alright, so you can cut through as a little shortcut, but you can always get around them. Like, you don't have to cut through. There's a way around them. So here's your Pokemart. It's over here. Alright, time for me to stock up on balls that I won't be using. Stock up on some revives that I won't be using. Oh, I don't have money. Ah, I'm broke. What is that TM? Ah, it's Mega Drain. Oh, right. Hey, I don't care for Mega Drain. I don't need it. Alright, so we're gonna... Okay, so that's already in a good spot then. Yes. Okay, so I don't really need anything else then. And you just come up here. Those are Pokemon. I think that's an Ammonite. I believe that's a Kangaskhan. And then there's like a Poliwhirl and a Chance. Yep. Poliwhirl and I think like... Or Poliwhirl and I think a Lapras or either or. One of the two. Yeah, that's what a Kangaskhan... This is also, I think, a way to record it on your Pokedex. Besides also seeing it. Oh, that's Kabuto. And this is the Safari Zone. Welcome to the Safari Zone! For just $500, you can catch all the Pokemon you want in that park. Would you like to join the hunt? That'll be $500, please. Only $500. We only use special Pokeball here. Luby received 30 Safari Balls. Why am I narrating that? We'll call you on the PA when you run out of time or Safari Balls. And trust me, you never run out of balls. You run out of time. When you hit start, you'll see the ball count and then the steps. You have 500 steps. I took steps, so now I'm down to 493. And it's always one step. If you ride your bike, that's amplified. One step per every movement. So if you're on a bike and you make if you just go crazy, it's gonna wear out like crazy. And that's what I do. I like bike. I like the bike. And there's like 4 or 5 areas. Look at that in Nidoran Mail. Got it. Oh look, a Venonat. I believe I have you. Yes, I do. I'll have to delete you later then. Look at Nidorino. I have you. Look, Execute. I don't have you. Often mistaken for eggs. When disturbed, they quickly gather and attack in swarms. God, look at that giant egg. That egg that is just bigger than the others. You know, they did that was just like perspective, like terrible perspective, because that's no longer a thing in the later generations. They changed that. So we're gonna ride the bike. Like I said, I'm wasting the rest of this episode just to capture. I know the exact ways to get around through here. Oh yeah, Pokeball. Hey, look, a Paris. I don't think I have you. Nope. Pearls to suck tree roots. The mushrooms on its back grow by drawing nutrients from the bug host. Yeah, it's a parasite. And it's evident in Parasect that it is no longer alive. It has been taken over. Egg bomb. Convenience. Alright, this is one of the spots where I normally would always catch Dratini. We're gonna try. And that's why I'm speeding up. Ooh, Krabby. Oh, I should explain that. Alright, I was going to explain it next episode, and I will. I'll explain it next episode. The mechanics of this. Alright. Incredible, slow, and dopey. It takes 5 seconds for it to feel pain when under attack. Yup. Psyduck, huh? While lulling its enemies with its vacant look, this wily Pokemon will use psychokinetic powers. Hope I read that right. Something about some of those words just didn't seem like I read them right. Wily, psychokinetic power. Oh my god, it's Dr. Wily with psychic abilities! I'm kidding. Let's try the good rod. But yeah, every time you catch a successful bite, everything resets. I never did like that about this. Oh look, a Goldeen. That I don't need. Okay, I got a Pokemon to delete. Oh, throw out. Oh look, a Poliwag. That I don't need. Okay, well, I don't remember what Pokemon I need, so... It's only Safari Balls. Oh look, a Dratini! And it ran. You bitch. Look, I'm sorry I didn't explain that in full-on detail. Or I didn't explain that at all. But I'll be explaining it in full detail in the next episode. Just because I didn't really want to waste the rest of the time explaining the mechanics of the Safari Zone. This takes forever. Oh my god, a Krabby. Alright, well, I'm gonna go, run out this timer. This is where I normally, like, spend moments of my time trying to capture. I think Scyther and Pinsir are located in there. And I always had better chances of them in certain patches of grass, which is, like, over here. Excuse me. Whoa, couldn't go left there for a second. That was definitely a waste. Look at how much steps I have. Alright, well, this is a dead end. It's usually where I think Tangle and Chansey appear. Alright guys, that's going to end this episode, so leave a like, comment, subscribe, as it helps me out greatly. If you enjoyed this episode, have a good day, have a good night, and I'll see you in the next episode, where we'll continue the Safari Zone, and I'll explain the mechanics on it. Peace.